South Beach may have appreciated Versace's money, but they loved him for who he was. These flowers on the steps of his mansion prove that.
It's a really big loss to South Beach. For one, I passed by right before I came from work, and I felt great sorrow. You know, you see him, I see him sometimes at the video store renting a video. It's a big loss. I mean, the whole community really feels it. It's a very big loss.
People here tell me that South Beach is the kind of a place where internationally known celebrities, people such as Versace, Sylvester Stallone, even Madonna, can walk here on the sidewalk along Ocean Drive and not be bothered, as they might be in other communities. But maybe that feeling of casual celebrity is a thing of the past. Maybe people will always remember Versace. But the owner of Mango's Tropical Cafe says he doesn't think the murder will change South Beach.
And if it was something totally random, then you would already feel the vibration going through the street. It's a very sensitive, small, intimate area, and so you would feel it. That's not happening.
This woman says she went to a New Year's Eve party at Versace's mansion.
And that someone can walk up to you in broad daylight and just shoot you down. On South Beach, I moved to South Beach because I feel safe here in South Beach. In Coconut Grove and other parts of Miami, you don't feel safe. But here, you'd feel safe, but, you know, it's not like that anymore now.
The memory of Versace's horrible death will be countered by the legacy he leaves behind. The owner of Mango's Tropical Cafe says that South Beach now takes its place as an artistic center, much like Haight-Ashbury in San Francisco and Greenwich Village in New York. Ronaldo Morales lives in Manhattan and says he heard the Cunanan warnings there. Now he's visiting South Beach, and police say so has Cunanan.
You leave New York, you come here, and the same thing's happening here that's happening practically there. It's the same warnings. There's posters everywhere for him. And to hear that he may have been the person who killed Versace is incredible, you know.
Though you wouldn't know it on a weekday afternoon, those who know Washington Street say it turns into one giant party out here on a Friday night, with thousands of people on the street and cars bumper to bumper. And while apparently the word has gotten out about Andrew Cunanan in the gay nightclubs on this street, other places are just getting the word. Miami Beach police say they acted responsibly and correctly in notifying the public about Cunanan. But these Cunanan posters went up the day after Versace's murder.
Today it was Versace. Yesterday it was a friend of mine in my neighborhood. It happens all the time down here. And for it to be Versace is, you know, I think that's why it's very public right now, for being a big person. But as far as murder and everything like that, I'm more scared of the people in the alleys than I am of Cunanan or any other psychotic person or anything like that, because it's for us, it's a regular occasion here.
To demonstrate those feelings toward Versace, the number of bouquets and candles on the front steps of his mansion grew throughout the day and into the evening. Though tourists and others were attracted by the whole spectacle, others came to pay heartfelt respects.
I felt like I should pay respects, you know, of course. You know, and being right here in my neighborhood, you know, felt that he deserves all respect.
He was very inspirational. He did a lot with colors and just amazing pieces of work. And we're going to miss him.
And there's more questions for Miami Beach police about evidence linking Cunanan, Versace, and New Jersey murder victim William Reese. Did Miami Beach police wait too long in getting information out linking suspect Cunanan with this murder, matching the VIN or vehicle identification number from the stolen truck at the scene of the New Jersey murder to the one here in South Beach? Miami Beach police deny it, saying they acted responsibly and correctly in getting the information out. But some say publicizing wanted posters or recoveries of stolen trucks wouldn't have made any difference.
There's nothing you can do on something like that. I think they'll get him eventually, and I think, unfortunately, this had to happen. And you know, let's hope they do get him.
Versace's mansion sits on Ocean Drive, the road that runs between hotels, shops, bars, restaurants, and the Atlantic Ocean. The steps of the mansion where Versace was shot to death became a public memorial to him. And there was sadness in South Beach, for Versace was loved and respected. One club owner told me that Versace created a lifestyle for himself and others in South Beach just as he created the clothing that made him an international celebrity. But a few blocks away, on Washington Street, the ugly reminder of why we were there. Cunanan wanted posters were just going up at this diner, and Miami Beach police defended themselves against charges they should have gotten the information out sooner. Back at the mansion, the amount of flowers and candles grew throughout the day and into the night. People who said they had never even met Versace came to pay their respects, while tourists and others were simply attracted to the spectacle of it all. South Beach is a party town. Ocean Drive was busy well past midnight, and not just in front of the mansion. Then, yesterday, news broke of the murder in Miami Springs, about 15 miles away from Versace's mansion. Much of the media that we saw Wednesday in South Beach went to Miami Springs yesterday. Even though murders are no big deal in Miami, a television reporter there told me they have to choose between 3 and 4 a day for coverage. This one was 2 days after Versace's, and Andrew Cunanan was still out there somewhere. Law enforcement went back and forth, cautioning against drawing a link between the two, then saying there was definitely no link, then this morning saying they weren't sure after all.
Buried inside this corpse is the answer to what triggered the killing spree by suspect Andrew Cunanan. Yet there were early signs that indicated the male prostitute didn't intend to pay the consequences, as he gathered with friends just days before the first murder.
To me, it seems like this was a type of goodbye party or farewell party. And by giving away clothes, this is pretty classic behavior for someone who is planning suicide.
And experts say those who commit suicide are in pain and believe life is no longer worth living. So did Cunanan feel victimized by those around him or abandoned when his relationship ended to a wealthy gay man?
In a spree killer, it starts with an incident later in life. And that incident is what leads to that type of reckless and power-hungry or destructive behavior.
And for a young man who loved to be the center of attention, one may now understand why Cunanan is suspected of killing world fashion designer Gianni Versace before taking his own life.
And was choosing victims as an expression of an enormous amount of anger. And one of the old sayings is that suicide is really a form of anger turned inwards.
Andrew Cunanan was only 27 years old.
Killing innocent people in cold blood are very evil acts. Whether he himself is evil or not, I will leave that to the theologians.
Maria Velasquez, KFMB News 8.